don't know Steam's mascot. I just know the Steam Happy that people keep spamming, ironically.
Does Steam have a mascot? The answer to that question isn't all that clear. The most common answer now is the Steam Delivery Girl, but the less frequent answer is these anthropomorphic little globs of years past.
Oh, they got rid of those. That's Among Us. Bro, that is actually Among Us, right? That is Among Us. Look at that thing.
Even if your answer wasn't them, you probably recognize them from several parts of the Steam UI. Regardless of who you said, the question still remains, what happened to them? To answer that, we have to properly identify and define the Steam mascots, which means we gotta go back. Oh yeah, we've gotta go way back. Machine.
What we do here is go back.
Anytime I hear that song, just Content Cop. Just Content Cop immediately. Yeah, everyone in chat is like the Content Cop music. Yeah, I know.
Of Steam's old mascots, there were originally only 3. They were made to brand the community tab and other parts of the early Steam UI. They were also each given special names: Sil, Tappet, and Sir Roderick Bodkin. They're all special because they're
They had names.
engine puns. You know, Valve,
Steam.
Steam.
Bravo,
They
Vince.
also have their own profiles
Bravo, Vince.
and group. Eventually, in 2010, they were involved in sales, or more specifically, the artwork and branding that came with sales. It was also then that 3 more mascots were introduced. However, these guys are not nearly as special as the original.
Thank you, Chaz, the 32 months. I only know that song from those old Fortnite weekly videos. Do not compare that song to Fortnite. It's the iDub song. How dare you? How dare you?
3, and for a few reasons. A, as far as I could find, one of them doesn't even have a name. 2, of the mascots that do have a name, both of them are not very punny. And D, the original trio are just used a lot more despite existing alongside these guys.
I didn't even know any of these apart from the 3. That just looks like a liver. What is that?
Still, I like them all the same, but I digress. Now, to understand how they were utilized in sales,
I'm hoping it was someone's kid that worked there that drew those. Oh god. Oh, don't. Weekend deal for Amnesia and then Telltale Games Poker Night. Feel like the dust coming from my throat, how old I am.
you have to know the context of flash sales. Originally, when big sales would happen, not everything would be on sale at once. There were deals that persisted throughout the entire sale, but there were also daily deals and flash sales. Daily deals are just games that were on sale that day and would cycle the next. Flash sales were basically the same thing, except that they occurred in much shorter intervals, and the games that were on a flash sale were sometimes at a better deal than they would be on a normal sale. This is relevant because both of these tactics encourage people to come back to the Steam storefront often, so it makes sense that the artwork would be swapped out each day to keep things visually interesting. In some sales, it would just be different art featuring the mascots, but other times they would take advantage of this format and turn it into a serialized form of storytelling, where a story progressed in the background over the course of a sale. So as people came back to check on the deals, they were also seeing the story play out in real time. The most
Is that a seal? You cannot tell me that that is just not Among Us. Dude, I think Gabe Newell has like a lawsuit that he could win. They basically just stole the Steam mascots.
interesting of these being the 2011 summer and winter sales. In these sales, each entry not only featured the mascots, but also video game characters always pulled from that day's lineup of deals. Both the writing and the artwork has
really
aged
cool.
perfectly over
That is
time,
really cool.
and I personally recommend reading them in your own time. They're short and they're very fun. In universe, the 2011 Steam Summer Sale letters are written by Sir Roderick Bodkin. They detail the mascot's stay at Steam Summer Camp. Along with the letters are postcards that detail their camp activities.
Oh my god. There's this character here. I think it was it was from a game called Monday Night Combat. And I remember being at school, like just absolutely simping over that character. I think she was called like the Assassin or something, but holy.
Once again, it's a fun
That's a core memory that just got unlocked there.
read, and there's cool art to look at, but more importantly for this video, it gives us valuable characterization for the mascots. There's a lot of great stuff in here. For example, in day 8, we find out that Tappet is a Gooner, and in day 9...
Just neuron activation when I hear Guna.
In day 9, we find out that Syl has a gambling problem.
Did you know there's no event? There's no event is scheduled on the 18th of November, and people are thinking it's going to be a Half-Life 3 announcement.
And back in day 7, he might have died. It's all great fun, and the only source I have on the other 2 mascot names. Dash's name shows
Mass character spotted. Shut up.
up on day 12, and High Pockets gets hers on day 8. Once again, I could not find the last mascot's name.
That's just the liver. Like, what is that?
They do appear in day 9 with an altered design, but their name is never mentioned. The 2011 Winter Sale had a similar format, just not
The Half-Life fandom is so desperate. The Half-Life fandom are like all 30 now. At like the youngest.
all the letters were from the mascots. They're fun as well, but they just don't provide any new information. From then on, no other sale really matched the scale of 2011 when it comes to the involvement of the mascots. Of course, whenever a big sale did happen, they were always at the store page. Most of these following the previously mentioned format of serialized storytelling over the course of the sale. The last time they had major involvement in a sale was in winter of 2013, where several emoticons, backgrounds,
Half-Life 3 would definitely be announced before Bloodborne on PC. Like, absolutely.
badges, and trading cards were made of them, all referencing different games. From here, their involvement in sales tapered off completely. There were a few exceptions to this, but those were far and few between. But they were still used in Steam's interface. And even though a lot of pages have updated from the old UI and taken the mascots with them, there are still a ton of places on Steam you can spot their continued use. And whether that be from redeeming a gift card, leaving the site, or failing a trade, these guys are still there. And while the use of these mascots has definitely been limited, they have not been forgotten. Steam has made several tongue-in-cheek references towards the discontinued use of its mascots. In 2019, they were referred to as old friends and were even in a group chat for a very small period of time.
They made their mascots boomers. Like, it has never been more over.
In 2022, they appeared as gravestone stickers. Even though it's been a few years, I still don't
I like that one. That one's my favorite. It's literally just a pet rock.
think that they've forgotten about these old mascots. There's really not that much more to say. While I do like these guys, I'm okay with them being discontinued. They served their purpose for a different time. A time where Steam maybe did need mascots. But that's the story on
Honestly, I think Steam could have never changed their layout and still been just as successful.
Steam's one and only set of mascots. The mascots that were the only ones
Okay, Steam happy alert.
to have ever appeared
This is the best mascot. It's so terrible. I hate it. It's so bad that people started spamming it like semi-sarcastically in group chats.
in a sale. A masked... What is that?
You never see it coming.
It's so bad. It's so bad that it died day one and just became ironic. Like, at least the troll face had a run before it became ironic. This was just ironic day one. It was like, what the fuck is that?
You say that my mind is too fast for eyes.
Just the worst. Don't diss Steam happy.
But the time is hit you, you're not surprised.
Now I know what you're not thinking. These guys are emoticons, not mascots. And you're right, except that I've decided that you're not right, because these guys do share a lot more qualities with mascots than you might initially think. They date back to 2015, being a part of a generic emoticon set available to all Steam users. At first they were in a pixelated style, while also having an alternative hand-drawn style if sent individually. It wasn't until 2020 they were
Oh, what
overtaking
the
an
hell is
alternative
that?
hand-drawn style if sent individually.
Look at that. Why is it like hyper-realistic teeth and eyes? That looks like a Fear and Hunger boss or something. That's horrible.
It wasn't until 2020 they were overhauled with a new art style.
How is it so bad? The others actually look like their characters. Like, he's kind of like, bleh. And then that works. The sad one, still kind of sad. The annoyed one, still kind of annoyed. The sleepy one. And then he just becomes like Mr. Fentanyl. Like,
touched since then. So why were they redesigned, and how are these
Okay, I'm definitely gonna start spamming that in group chats after this stream.
guys mascots? The redesigns all occurred during the 2020 summer sale. This sale saw the introduction of the Steam Point Shop, and
I always thought it was a lemon. Yep.
had stickers you could claim for free over the duration of the sale.
Even there, he looks fine. That's fine.
Many of these were based directly off of the old Steam emoticons,
It's just that first version, man.
with many new ones in that same vein. What's important to note is that the artist who made the stickers did not make the emoticons.
Just look at the difference. It's like you're watching like Mandela Catalog and you got like Spot the Intruder. It's that guy. It's that guy right there. What's he so happy about?
And that the emoticons are based off the animated stickers. That's where these emoticons come from. They're
Emoji Movie rejects. They all look fine. It's just the happy one.
not a part of the default set, but they are in the same style. Now, something funny to note, when these emoticons first dropped,
Look what they've done to my boy. Look at this. Notice how he's segregated. Notice the line. He's actually just been completely segregated from the normal emotes.
people hated them, especially Steam Happy, which is a far cry to the current perception of it. I mean, you saw the edit.
Wait, where's the... He said calm down, lol. Calm down, lol. CalArts danger hairs strike again. Calm down, lol.
You saw the edit like a minute ago. It really shows that we are stupid monkeys that hate change, you know? Anyways, they were used like mascots in that same sale. That entire sale was themed like a road trip. Every
Steam Happy looks like a kid on Fent.
4 days, the artwork was changed out on the storefront to reflect a new location, and many of the trading cards during the sale were postcards. This sounds pretty familiar, right? However, afterwards, they were never used again in any subsequent sales. But they still kind of are the mascots of the Steam Point Shop. Barely. Lastly, they appear on error pages.
Oh yeah, we all saw that when Silk Song dropped. Do you remember that? That's etched into my mind when Silk Song dropped.
More specifically,
Are the servers, are the Steam servers, it's just a rat running on a wheel, and it can barely keep up with all the Russians playing CSGO, and all the Chinese playing PUBG, and then, Dota 2.
3 of them do.
And then Silk Song came out, just crashed.
Now this one's fun. A lot of people got familiar with these guys during,
Yep.
also known as Silksong Day.
Yep.
Millions of players flocking to a single store page. When
They are complete idiots. Did they not think, you could pre-buy the game?
Steam
Idiots.
crashed, people saw these dudes non-stop. And what's funny is some people misremembered and confused these guys for the actual Steam mascots. This is what I mean by they share mascot qualities, but they aren't mascots. They've only ever been in one sale and haven't been in much outside of it.
It was their time to shine. I think everyone wanted those mascots dead on that day.
They simply are not used enough. But what I say doesn't
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that art of them as the hardest boss of Silk Song.
matter, because there's a Steam startup intro where they are referred to directly as mascots. So that really makes me wonder whether or not... Huh? Who could that be? Oh, how could I forget?
Every day, I imagine a future where I can be with you.
Of all of Steam's mascots, it should be no surprise when I say the most popular one by
No, I'm sorry, I'm going to say a controversial take here. I would much prefer Steam Happy, the one that looks like he's on drugs, than anime. Okay? Brave statements only.
far has been the delivery girl. Not a single one of the mascots of years past has managed to reach the same amount of popularity as she has. She has amassed dozens of pieces of fan art, cosplays, hundreds of thousands of likes on Twitter, hundreds of thousands of likes on TikTok, tens of thousands of upvotes on Reddit. She has some of the most
How is it L take? It just, you had something that wasn't good, but, okay, oh my god, it's even there as well. You had something that wasn't good, but at least it stood out, and now it just looks like Pokemon fan art or something.
popular items in the Steam Point Shop, her own startup movie.
I'm not saying anime bad, but you could literally be like, this is from Pokemon, right? This is like a VTuber intro or something.
When I made this video, I had to choose between 2 different thumbnails To say that people just like her is an understatement. People love her. But why? Why, of all the Steam mascots, is she the most popular?
Why do you think K-pop Demon Hunter was popular?
She's cute. Better question, if people liked her so much, then why did they stop using her? The answer comes down to how Steam does their seasonal banners now. For the last few years, Valve has sought out and hired guest artists to draw the seasonal sale banners, and it's implied that for the most part the artist has a lot of creative control. I say that because the Steam delivery girl was not—
I've seen Rule 34. You saw Rule 34 of the mascot for Valve. I have never heard a more cucked consumerism opinion in my life.
not Valve's idea. Instead, she was created
I need to talk to my therapist about what you just said.
by Nemupan, the artist, saying that she was meant to represent that fuzzy feeling of joy, of receiving
It's not bad art, don't get me wrong. No hate on the artist whatsoever. I think it's very good art. But it's like, it's not Steam. Steam always had this like kind of cold layout with the emotes and stuff.
and giving. Aww. I think there are two reasons as to why her departure was such a shock to so many people. The first one obviously being her popularity. She was incredibly popular, it just—
Hang on a minute. Let's do a little check. Can you get Genshin Impact? You cannot get Genshin Impact. Oh. How many anime games are on Steam, man? There must be so many anime games. Anime armpit. Okay, I'm getting off this right now.
just doesn't make sense for her to disappear completely. And two, Valve had only been doing this artist rotation system for the past year. This wasn't a
Red Dead Redemption 2 under anime. Yeah, I saw that.
set in stone pattern people were used to. So the following year she wasn't there, it felt like she had disappeared. When in reality, that is just how Valve is doing Steam's seasonal art now. So I guess that leads into the main question of, will she ever come back? Probably not. Okay, wait, I can't say that for sure.
I mean, if it was for a time or something, that's totally cool. But obviously, if they were plastering her, like, onto everything and involving her in every sale, then it'd be like,
Maybe Valve will do a 180 and use her again. But currently, the only way I
Notice how he didn't X out the tab, he just minimized it. Shut up.
see her coming back is if one of the new seasonal sale artists chooses to include her. Otherwise, I think that's all she wrote. Or I guess in this case, drew. So that's what happened to the Steam mascots. They never forgot about them, they just stopped using them. I want to get real for a second. Over the past 2 months, I have dedicated hours of research into finding out more about Steam's mascots and where they come from. I have sifted through countless pages of incredibly slow internet archive snapshots. I still love you. Countless imager links, countless Reddit posts, you name it, I saw it. But despite the vast differences in each of these posts, one thing always rang true for each and every one of them. It didn't matter if it was the original Steam mascots, the emoticons, or the delivery girl. One thing always rang true. It was the familiarity. People like familiar faces.
Well, no one likes change. I mean, terrible logo changes. What's that art style called? Where they just simplify everything. What? Look what they did to my boy, Mr. Pringles. Look at that. Look at that, man. For real. And then Petco, little dog and a cat. And then just boring. Oh, emotion, no. I mean, why did you include the Wikipedia one? There's no difference there. The Pepsi one, oh my god. I remember that document where they paid like $1 million to change their logo. And there was just so much cope that was wrote into that.
This is the entire point of mascots in real life. People like seeing something they recognize, and that leads perfectly into my main point. Does Steam have a mascot? No, they don't. But it'd be kind of cool if they did.
I'm fine, just in case you think I'm not. I am. This time, I'm better with the friends I've got.
Is that Portal?
but you wouldn't know, would you?
Nice. Enjoyed that. That was done by Ampersands. Yeah, check them out.